Today I'm going to show you how to make a crochet vine, which will be helpful for some people as we approach the spooky season. I'm using green yarn and a size G hook. Not sure what that is in other measurement systems because my hook only says G. You start with a slip knot. It's this way, like you do any other standard crochet patterns. Take your hook, stick it in, and now you're going to chain the length you want the vine to be. Okay. I'm going to be working with a chain of this length. I did not keep track of how many stitches that was. But I'll be showing a couple different techniques for making the leaves, because different techniques get you different size leaves. The smallest technique is to go back with slip knots for some of the length. That is not a slip knot, hold on. There we go. Go back with slip knots for some of the length. And in fact, much of the length will be whatever you're going back with, because the leaves protrude from the stem of the vine. Okay. From here, you chain 2, and then you do a half double crochet into that first chain, but only partially. You're going to do 3 half double crochets on one stitch in one chain to make a little puff. I don't think I did that right. Hold on. Yeah. There we go. That's part way through. There we go. And there. So now that I have 3 half double crochets on my hook, I'm gonna stretch them a bit over the holding part. I chain 1 to get them off my hook, chain 2, chain 3, and then I slip knot that back into the loop that we started chaining off of. Or slip knot, hold on. Keep trying to do single crochets instead of slip knots. And then you continue your slip knot on. There we go. And again, that's chain 2, wrap, or 3 half double crochets onto your hook, or I guess it would be the same as about the same as 3 double crochets. Chain 1 to get it off, chain 2, chain 3, and then single crochet, or slip knot into where you came from. When a way you can do the leaves, it's a little bit messier, and I'm not gonna show it on here, but it makes the leaves look a little messier. It puts a hole in the leaf basically. Is after you get the 3 stitches off your hook, then you chain 3 instead of chaining 2. So in this section here, instead of chain 1 to get them off, chain 2, chain 3, it would be chain 1 to get them off, chain 2, chain 3, chain 4, and then looping it in. If you use a thicker yarn, these holes in the vine won't show up. I get that they look odd in this finer yarn, but if you use a chunkier yarn, those holes won't show up. I'm going to slip stitch for a couple chains here, and then I'll show you the other technique for making leaves. Okay. You can see how it curls itself a little bit here. This is why you don't need to worry about switching sides. The vine curls itself. Yeah, so since it's automatically twisting, you don't need to worry about any of that. For this next section, the main vine you do single crochets on, and this is why I was getting messed up before, because this is the style that I was doing most recently. And yeah. That's tricky, I had too much tension. Anyway. Yeah. So I'm going to single crochet for a couple stitches. And then the leaf is actually made about the same. It's just more or bigger stitches in certain places. You chain 3, treble crochet into the first chain. You do 3 treble crochets so that they stay on the hook. So then you do 2 of the segments. Yeah. Nope. Undo. Spamming that undo button. There we go. Okay. 3 stitches and the chain. Crochet 1, or chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, chain 4, and into where you came from. There we go. And again, for the main vine, it's single crochets. splitting yarns is annoying. And then for the leaf, it's chain 3, treble crochets. The sun has changed position and now it is directly on my work. And then chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, chain 4, and in where you came from. There we go. Yeah. And then if you do the thicker section when you first turn around and then you go to this thinner style and then you weave it as just this, that works great for longer vines. Yeah. And then the way you seal it off, I'm not going to fully seal it, is you do that, you slip knot, you chain 1, you pull it tight, remove the hook, clip this, remove your working end, and then pull tight right there, and it'll seal it. Because this is still attached, it's not sealed now. And I can get back into it just by pulling it out and pulling the stitch out and yeah, getting my hook back into its loop. I'm gonna finish this out and then I'll take a picture of it once it's finished, and that'll be the thumbnail. So yeah, thanks for joining with me with the crochet, and bye. Wait, no, come back. There's another style of doing leaves that I forgot to show you. The change can be applied to either leaf style that I showed earlier, but the way that it works is instead of chaining, you slip crochet. You slip stitch rather. Yeah, give me a minute to build this up, and then I can show you that process and what that leaf looks like. Yeah, okay, so you do a chain right there, and then you slip into that one, and you slip your way down, and it makes this more standard leaf shape when you do that. Hold on. Instead of having this stranger bundle-like leaf shape. So this one's more spherical, and this one's ovular. And yeah, they both have their uses. But yeah, that's the third one that I forgot about until the last second. We'll finish this up. Yeah, I'm being blinded by the sun right now. There we go. And then in this one, and into this one. There. That's what they look like next to each other. Okay, now bye.